Didn't want to tell this story for a long time because every time I remember it, I get the feeling that someone is standing behind me. This happened 3 years ago. Back then, I worked part-time recording voiceovers for short documentary videos. Nothing unusual, missing persons, strange incidents, forgotten towns. But one day, I received a file, no title, just an archive. Inside, one video and a short message. Watch it. If you can, tell the story. The video was 47 minutes long. I pressed play and almost immediately regretted it. The video on the screen was an ordinary boy, about 8 or 9 years old, sitting in a kitchen, old apartment, dim light. Nothing strange. But there was one important detail. The boy never looked at the camera. He talked, smiled, moved his hands, but his eyes were always slightly to the left, as if he was looking at someone standing next to the person filming. A woman's voice could be heard off camera. "Tell me your name," the boy answered quietly. "Maxim." "Maxim, is anyone bothering you?" He paused, for too long. Then he said, "He says I'm not allowed to talk." I paused the video. I told myself it was staged or some sick joke, but it only got worse. Time glitches every 7 to 10 minutes. The video glitched, the sound cut out, the image stuttered, and during those moments, Maxim started whispering, not to the camera, but to that same side. Sometimes he said, "Stop. It hurts. I'll tell anyway." And once he smiled and whispered, "He's standing very close to you." That's when I felt a cold rush down my spine, because that wasn't meant for the camera woman. It was meant for me. The interview. Later, I found the case description. Maxim had gone missing in a small town. He was found 2 weeks later inside his own apartment, alone, locked from the inside. Neighbors said that every night they heard conversations coming from the apartment, but only one child lived there. The police found the camera. It had been recording continuously. Those 47 minutes were the last file. A strange detail. I rewatched the video again and again, and then I noticed something. In the reflection of the kitchen cabinet, sometimes a shadow appeared. It didn't match Maxim's movements. It was taller, and it moved more slowly, but the worst part came at the end. The final moments, the last minutes. The woman's voice behind the camera was shaking. "Maxim, who is he?" For the first time, the boy looked directly into the camera. I swear, I will never forget that look. It was empty, as if someone else was looking through him. And Maxim said, "It's you?" The screen went black. Aftermath. I refused the project. I deleted the file, but a week later, it appeared again on my computer. Same name, and one new line added, "He's watching now." Since then, I don't record horror stories anymore. Because sometimes when I'm sitting alone and my eyes drift slightly away from the screen, I feel like someone is standing there, waiting for me to start telling the story again.